but I have to share. That screen is there for you guys?
Share screen. Share screen.
Where?
Yeah, recording is started, no?
Yeah, no, that screen is there. Screen.
Yeah, share screen, no?
That PDF you are able to see?
No, ma'am.
1 minute. No?
You can click on the screen share, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Yeah, now I think it's visible. Visible? Is it visible?
Yeah, visible.
Yeah, Janvi, it's audible and visible, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So today we'll just look into certain aspects of language, whether it's English or any other language. There are basically 4 modules or 4 parts. It's listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Right? So now,
Yes, ma'am.
because we are more focusing on spoken English, so the 2 major aspects which we need to focus on is listening and speaking. Because you people also, that is what you need. If you have to speak, you have to listen as well. Only then you will get to know new words, how we need to converse and talk. That is what you require. So today, let's start with Venkat. I had sent you some details, right, about yourself. You need to speak. I sent some points. Can you share me whatever you have prepared?
Yeah.
Have you written it, or it's on the laptop? How is it?
Actually, I'm not written, ma'am, but just I prepare that.
Okay, that means you were going to tell me, is it?
Yeah, I will tell you.
Fine. See, next time onwards, what you do is you need to write down, or at least on, now it is all on system, so on a Word or something you can write, because it will be easy for you to go step by step. You will know if you have missed any points, and it is easy to rectify as well. And
sure.
and there's one more thing why I'm saying to write. It will also involve writing aspect. Am I right?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, because otherwise, see, I don't think you sit and write anything like that, right? So, if these kind of exercise are there, you can just write it on Word. Open your system.
Okay.
On Word itself, you write it, whatever you want to converse. So, you can just read that out, probably initially 1 or 2 classes, but make it a practice so that you write. So, there your writing aspects will come, the spellings aspects will come. So, all 4 will get covered. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now let's start ahead, Venkat. The aspects which I asked you. You have to talk about yourself.
Yeah, okay. First of all, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yeah, myself, Kupili Venkatesh. I'm from Venkatapuram. I done my MBA in 2018 from Vijayawada, and my work experience is in my I worked as a sales manager in Bajaj Finserv, and my technical skills are like DevOps and MS Office, and my hobbies are playing cricket and watching movies, and my family details is 4 members. My father is a farmer, my mother is a housewife. I have one younger brother. Yeah, that's it, ma'am.
Hobbies, you said? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is playing cricket and watching movies.
See, this, it's like, you went step by step, right? Okay, I'm sorry. See, what you call this as, it's called a ice break. Now, whenever we meet somebody for the first time, normally this will happen when we meet somebody for the first time, or maybe for an interview when we go. We have to talk about ourselves. So we need to put this entire, you did, to a large extent, you did good enough, but that flow has to go. Like, there should be a sweetness when I'm listening to you. There should be a flow when I'm listening to you. When you go for an
Yeah, okay.
I think Janvi, you have an interview come this week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you also tell about yourself? Let's see how, after that I can come to the whole thing, how you need to talk. Can you also,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever possible for you?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, good morning. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Myself, Jahnavi. I have completed my MBA in Finance and Marketing in my native place, Taluku. Present, I am working for Daxby Technology Private Limited. For the past, as I am basic of interview, I am telling one.
Yeah, no problem. Whatever you can tell.
For the past 3 years, coming to my family details, I have one younger brother and one younger sister.
Hmm.
My mom was housewife.
My
My
mom
father
is
was
a housewife. Is.
my mom.
Your mom is at home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is.
Is a home. My
Was
mom
becomes
is
past tense. Was is
okay.
past tense. So they are there, right? So is. My
Yes,
mother
ma'am.
is a housewife.
My mother is a housewife.
Hmm.
My father is late.
Okay.
That's it, ma'am.
My father has expired. This is what you need to say. That
Yes.
you cannot say late. My father has
Okay.
expired. That is what you have to say. So, see, this is really important because wherever we go now, this is the first time I'm meeting you, right? So you
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
really be very convincingly. You have to tell them very smoothly, nicely, and keep connected like a flow. Like when the ice will break, no, the water will come out. So water will flow. Like that, the conversation also has to flow. So you can say something like this. I'll just do a brief of myself. I'll tell you how it go. You need to introduce yourself. You can say like, I'll tell about myself. My name is Sadhna Vinod. I'm a postgraduate in economics from Usmania University. I have about 20 years experience into immigration field. I'm born and brought up in Hyderabad. My family is based in Hyderabad. My parents were government employees. I have two siblings, a brother and a sister, and all of us are settled here. And my profession, apart from being an immigration consultant, I'm also into spoken English. I love teaching. That's one of my hobbies, wherein I love teaching. I love music. I like Carnatic music and different types of music. Apart from that, in my day-to-day schedule, I love games wherein I try to play badminton. And other than that, my household works, all these aspects I do in my day-to-day life, and this is how I spend my life. And in future also, my future plans are to develop myself in all the aspects I can. I would never like to stop learning. Whatever I am doing, I keep learning all the time. And I'd like to pass on to my daughter. My family consists of my husband and my daughter. I would like to inculcate all these aspects in my daughter also, and that is how I would like to complete my life. That's it. I just said in a gist. So, do you find any difference in how I spoke, Venkat? Hello, Venkat.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Was there anything? How did you feel?
Yeah, it's good.
So here, the aspect which we need to practice, because this is the
Yes,
first
yes,
time, right? What we need
yes.
to practice is this flow. Flow has to come. So what we can do is initially, we'll take such topics. We will now.
Okay.
This is only introduction which we took. You just told about yourself, right? Tomorrow I can
Yeah.
just practice that. Before probably 2 or 3 minutes, we will take on that. So every day,
Okay.
what we'll do is we will take such topics. Probably I'll try to send you something wherein you can prepare that, Janvi, for
Mhm.
you also. So you can speak
Okay, ma'am.
on those topics, and let us see that flow. And wherever it is lagging, we can rectify. Now, when Venkat was saying, You were telling point by point, right?
Yeah, okay.
But that flow will be there, no? Could you see that flow in when I was speaking?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Venkat.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, and use yes. Don't say yeah. Yes. Always try to
Okay.
don't go for shortcuts. Use yes. So that
Yes.
is what we need to practice. That's the major part because in spoken English, the continuity, the flow is important.
Okay.
Okay, and every day if we speak on certain topics, we'll get to learn new words and this grammatical aspect which is there that also we can cover.
Sure.
And apart from that, we will do little reading today. I will share one topic. Can we do a reading part?
Okay,
Yeah,
ma'am.
okay, ma'am.
Oh, just a second. Can you see?
No, ma'am.
Now is it shared?
Yeah. Visible.
Okay, so I want each one of you, one by one, read it. Venkat, will you start off or Janvi, you will start?
No problem. Jahanavi, are you sure? Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Jahanavi. You can start.
Janvi?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am. Yes,
Janvi? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any, is it clear or should I
No,
increase
ma'am.
the,
Is it clear? Is
Yeah.
it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
huh?
My side is okay.
Who wants to start? If Venkat wants to start, let him start.
Hello, Jahanavi.
You
Okay,
start,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I can start.
You start, Venkat, then let us ask
Yeah.
Janvi to
Okay.
speak.
Yeah. Long
Just a
ago.
small story, just for the reading aspect of it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, long ago, a tortoise and a fox
Slowly.
were.
Slowly.
Yeah, okay. Long ago, a tortoise
A
and a
tortoise.
fox. Tortoise.
Tortoise, yeah.
Tortoise and a fox were great friends. The tortoise lived in a pond. The fox lived in a den on the banks of a river. They spent a lot of time talking to each other. They loved to tell each other stories. The fox often went.
1 minute, just hold on, no, Venkat. See now here,
Yeah.
I want to just rectify things then and there so that next time when you read, it will be easy for you. Now here, you're just continuing. There should be there are full stops, right? And then you're going to the next para. So it's like let's go for the first read. Long ago, a tortoise and a fox were great friends. See here, the voice modulation is also coming into picture. You cannot just read it. It's like shall I read that first para once?
Yeah. Okay.
See, long ago, a tortoise and a fox were great friends. The tortoise lived in a pond. The fox lived in a den on the bank of a river. They spent a lot of time talking to each other. They loved to tell each other's stories. Then go to the second. Now, did you find the difference in this?
Yes.
So it should not be just like that. You should not read. There should be feel in what you're talking also.
Okay.
And when it should be like, see now you're, for example, now this story, if you're telling it to a kid, if you're just reading it now, they will lose that interest. They will lose that
Okay.
interest. So you should go in this tone. Now continue.
The fox often
Background
went to a
voice
forest.
coming here. Some background voice is coming. Is it okay? If it's okay
In
for
my
you
side,
guys,
ma'am.
I do not know if it's your side. If it's okay with you
No.
people, no problem for me.
My side is clear.
Okay. Okay, if not, it's not a disturbance, you guys can continue.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so now
The
continue.
fox often went through a forest to a village nearby in search of food.
Ah,
He met many other animals in the forest, but he always kept away from the lion, the tiger, the leopard, and the wolf. They are the
little,
dangerous and cunning.
little better. Now, see, when there is a comma, like, but he always kept away from the lion, the tiger,
Yeah,
the leopard, and the wolf.
and the wolf.
Ah, there is a difference in when we speak, right? So
Ha.
try to inculcate that. Please continue.
Yeah, okay. They are very dangerous and cunning. He told the tortoise, they will grab me and eat me up if I go near one of them. The tortoise knew this too. One day, the fox was telling the tortoise an interesting story. A leopard crept up slowly behind him. The fox didn't see the leopard coming, but the tortoise saw him.
1 minute.
Run, fox.
Just hold on.
Huh.
See, is this kind of a pattern okay for you? Because I want you to rectify there, and there are certain words you can pick up.
Yeah.
Is this kind of a style comfortable for you,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Venkat? Then and there it is.
Yeah, it's comfortable to me.
Okay. Because see, each one will have kind of comfort. Now, some students, when I tell them, they want to complete that and then go back. Some certain people, they want it then and there. So I'm just following this because it will be easy for you guys. Okay. If there is any problem, please let me know so that next time we can do it in a different way.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. So you said one day the fox was telling the tortoise an interesting story.
Interesting story.
A
Yeah.
leopard crept up slowly behind him. What is the meaning of crept?
Sir.
Have you heard that word?
Yeah, I heard, but
See,
I
what
don't
I
know.
suggest is, write down such words. Write down such words so that you get the meaning, and whenever you speak, you can use these kind of words. Okay, Janvi?
Janu, I
Okay,
think your side is a disturbance.
Uh, can we continue, Janvi? Are you able to concentrate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyways, when you read this, we can do the similar thing. Fine. Now you write this kind of words so that you get the meaning of that later. It will be easy for you to understand the meaning and use it whenever possible. Okay. Now continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, okay. Run, fox. She shouted, and the fox turned and ran away. But the tortoise was not so lucky. The leopard grabbed her before she could jump back in the pond.
See, when we are reading,
I'm
run,
Yeah.
fox. When you're talking in Telugu, when you say something like, how do you say run? Run. Don't we use that kind of a tone?
Okay.
Like that, you should try and inculcate. So, run, fox, she shouted, and the fox turned and ran away. But the tortoise was not so lucky. The leopard grabbed her before she could jump back into the pond.
Yeah.
I think the timer is running out. I will just again start the Zoom, okay?
Okay. Same link.
Same. I'll come back to this because the time is up in that.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Still time is there, I think. Let's see. When it is over, then I'll do that. Still time is there. Now continue.
Yeah, okay.
Till the time is
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I'm going to have a fine meal today. The leopard thought. He tried to break the shell of the tortoise, but it was very hard. He bit it, put his paws on it, and scratched at it with his claws, but he could not break it at all. Inside the shell, the tortoise was shivering with fear. Just then, she heard her friend's voice. I can tell you how to get the tortoise out of her shell. The fox shouted. How roared the angry leopard?
See,
Why don't you?
one second.
Yeah.
Venkata. See, when we are reading the sentence, just then she heard her friend's voice. I can
Yeah,
tell
she
you
heard
how
her
to
friend's
get the tortoise out of her shell. The fox shouted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How? See, when
How
that.
roared the angry leopard?
Okay. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you throw her back into the water? Said the fox.
See,
He
the
shall
same
be.
thing. One sec. It's the same thing. How you can do is, why don't you throw her back into the water? Said the fox.
Yeah.
That way. Okay.
Her shell will soak in the water and become soft. Then you can break it up open easily, he said.
Then you can.
You are right, said the leopard. Thank you for the idea.
You are right, said the leopard. Thank you for the idea.
Yeah.
There is a difference, right?
He,
Like that you should.
yes.
Huh.
He picked up the tortoise and threw her back in the water. The fox ran away.
The
The
fox
tortoise
ran
ran away.
away.
The tortoise sank to the bottom and did not come up for many days. The next time the two friends met,
See,
met they
there is a
were
comma. There is a comma means we
uh,
should put a slight pause. A slight pause. The next time the two friends met, they were very happy together.
okay.
Continue.
The next time the two friends met, they were very happy together. But they also told each other, we must always be very careful in the forest.
So this is how, this is a very small exercise I wanted to do.
Ah,
Later we will go in depth about all these things in listening and speaking. So
Okay.
these kind of reading, you will understand, you will get to know certain words, how you need to speak when you are addressing something, when you're talking about a particular topic or talking about yourself. There should be, it should not be continuous like that. There should be a pause when there is a comma. When we are going into the next para, there should be a little gap, and the tone in what we talk, there should be a variation. When I say, like, see here, it is saying shout. So I cannot say shout. Do we say that? అరువు అరువు అని అంటాం కదా, అరువు అని అంటాం కదా, అరవండి అంటాం కదా. అయితే అరువు అట్లా కదా మనం చెప్పేది. సో అలాగే ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎమోషన్. That is what when you read it, you will be able to inculcate these. Okay.
Yeah.
So Janvi, you're there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can we have the same exercise? From next time, I think I'll put it, because I just came to know that you will join yesterday night. So you'll read the same topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Same thing you will read? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Long, long ago, a tortoise and a fox were great friends. The tortoise lived in a pond. The fox lived in a den on the banks of river. They
On
spent a
the
lot
banks
of time
of
to
a
eat.
river. See, these words we should, this is where the sentence formation and all that will come. So yes, on the banks
of a river. They spent a lot of time to each other. They love to
See,
tell
listen,
each other stories.
Janvi, now read that sentence. They spent a lot of time talking to each other.
other.
So when you're reading, you also need to understand. Venkat, I'm telling both of you, listen. See, when I'm reading,
okay.
what is this content about? This is a small story. So it is not just reading through it. When I'm reading, I should know what is that as actually going on. So this is a story about a tortoise and a fox. What they are talking, what's going on. So you should be able to connect and also understand what is it about. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So
Okay, ma'am.
continue, Janvi.
They love to tell each other stories. The fox often went through a forest to a village
The
nearby.
fox, sorry, 1 minute. The fox, can you?
Often went.
No, see, in English, there are certain words which will be silent. It is often. Often, you should say. I will come to those things later, but right now, since you're reading, I will correct you there. You should not spell T. Often it is.
Okay, ma'am.
Ah.
The fox often went through a forest to a village nearby the search of food.
Nearby.
Nearby in search of food.
Good. Okay. Continue.
He met many other animals in the forest, but he always kept away from the lion, the tiger, the leopard, the and the wolf.
And the wolf. Right. Because whenever last something we are saying, no, and the particular subject we would say. Okay. Continue.
They are very dangerous and cunning. He told the tortoise, they will and grab me and eat up if we go near one of them. The tortoise knew this too.
See this para, like you just went on like that. Now, see, there should be certain break now. They are very dangerous. They are very dangerous and cunning. He told the tortoise, they will grab me and eat me up if I go near one of them. The tortoise knew this too, this way.
Yes.
Just not reading at that feel has to come in that. Okay. Now continue.
One day the fox was telling the tortoise,
See, there is a comma here, Janvi. One day, like that you have to say.
One day the fox was telling the tortoise an interesting story. A leopard crept up slowly
Crept up.
behind him. Crept up story behind him.
Crept means coming back. Itla పాక్కొని వెళ్తారు కదా. Crept behind. పాక్కొని వెనకాల. I'm using Telugu also so that you understand the meaning. Okay. Okay.
The fox did not see the leopard coming, but the tortoise saw him. Run, fox! She shouted, and the fox turned and ran away. But the tortoise was not so lucky. The leopard grabbed her before she could jump back into the pond. Ha, I am going to have a fine meal today, the leopard thought.
I'm going to have
He
a fine
tried
meal
to
today.
back-
See that expression part little, slowly it will inculcate. I'm just telling you so that next time onwards, you'll keep it in mind. It's like, I'm going to have a fine meal today, the leopard thought. When we are, when we also think about it, we are happy about it, no?
Yes, ma'am.
As a wheel,
Yes, ma'am.
how is the expression you give? I am going to have a fine meal today. The leopard thought that way. Okay.
He tried to break the shell of the tortoise, but it was hard.
It was
He bit
very hard.
It was very hard. He bit it, push.
See, there is a comma.
His,
If you see that,